Good morning, everybody. We're calling from Liverpool in the United Kingdom this morning. And of course, we've got a number of countries in the room today. It's fantastic to see everybody here. Today's topic for this roundtable is around scaling up digital transformation across higher education across the ASEAN Association of Southeast Asian Nations. And so I'd like to welcome everybody into the room. I'd also like just to see on camera as I introduce people, some of our experts today. As you get ready, please, as I talk, if you can put your cameras on our experts from different countries today. But welcome to the roundtable hosted by the DigiDoy Consortium, which is a collaboration between the UK and Vietnam, funded by the British Council in Vietnam, led by Liverpool John Moores University in the UK and Fudan University in Hue City in Vietnam. And I've checked the temperature this morning. It ranges from 31 degrees in Malaysia and Indonesia down to 3 degrees in Liverpool. So we may be shaking and cold in Liverpool today, but hopefully it's a lot warmer where you are. I'm Tony from Liverpool John Moores University in the UK, one of the co-leads of the DigiDoy Consortium. And today this roundtable really is part of our dissemination of the learning we've had and sharing and development and building relationships across the ASEAN. Through DigiDoy Consortium, we've scaled up some of the learning we've had is scaling up through national training program, national group mentoring program, supporting project-based learning with hundreds of colleagues and students. And for us, that's been a very powerful strategy to scale up digital transformation in higher education. So hopefully you're now ready to meet our experts. We'll start with Professor Tran. So Professor Tran, if you can come onto camera, please, so we can see you if you're able to. Professor Tran is based in Australia from Deakin University, and we're very pleased and delighted you could be with us, Professor Tran, as one of the 50 most influential women in Vietnam. So thank you for being here, Professor Tran. We move next to Brunei and Dr. Ziti. Dr. Ziti, can you turn your camera on so we can see your face if you're able to? From the Institute of Technology, Brunei, bringing lots of experience from across the country. We move to Cambodia, Dr. Kim Seng from the Royal University of Phnom Penh in Cambodia. Again, lots of experience to share with us today. We move to Indonesia, Dr. Paulina. We'll call you Dr. Paulina today, from the University Muhammadiyah Gresik in Indonesia. Thank you for being here. In the chat, if you want to welcome our experts, please do make comments and welcome our experts. From Laos, we bring Dr. Kuvile. Kunvile, if you're in the room, please share your camera. From the National University of Laos, again, bringing lots of experience, but from STEM subjects. So that's really useful for our conversation today. And Malaysia, Dr. Farah Robert from YPC International College. A lot of the experience Dr. Farah will be sharing with us will, of course, come from our collaboration, our strong collaboration between Malaysia and Liverpool. Then we have the Philippines. Dr. Vilbar, please make yourself known in the room. From the University of the Philippines, Cebu. So welcome.
Hello,
bringing, again, experience. There you are. Great to see you in digital transformation. And last but not least, we've got Mr. Zun, President and CEO of DL Corp, one of our partners also within the DigiDoy consortium. So welcome everybody. We will move swiftly into our discussion topic today. The way we'll operate this, we'll ask some questions as we go along to each of our experts. If you have questions, please put your questions into the chat box so that I can pick them up as we go along and we can share experiences of strategies to scale up. So we'll move to Brunei and Dr. Ziti. Can you share your screen share your video, Dr. Ziti, if you're in the room? Our first question then is, actually, let's think a bit more broadly before we talk about digital transformation from the different countries. I want to go directly to Professor Tran first. So we obviously know the benefits of digital transformation, but it's not just about the benefits of efficiency or effectiveness in universities. It also affects the lives of students beyond university and the chances in life. Professor Tran, can you comment on the role, in some ways, the role of digital transformation in universities and its impact on the mobility of students? Over to you, Professor Tran.
Sure. Thank you, Tony, for the introduction.
Oh, we can't hear you, Professor Tran.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
How about you, Tony? Still can't hear me?
I can hear.
No, we can't hear you.
I can hear you well.
Yeah. Maybe I just go ahead without Tony hearing me.
Yes.
Maybe if you restart and we'll come back to you. If you restart and just check. Well, first thing is, if you check your microphone on the mute button, there's a little arrow. And there's some options there if you click the little arrow.
Tony doesn't seem to hear me. Tian, can you let him know that everyone can hear me?
Yes, I text him. I can hear you clearly. Thank you.
Do I need to log out and log in at Tony advice? Yeah. Or I go on to answer the question.
Yes, I think, Tony, can you hear me?
He doesn't seem to hear you either.
Yes.
Tony? Hi, Tony.
Okay.
Tony, can you hear me clearly? So maybe we can record it and then we send it to him soon.
Yeah. So what do you want me to do now?
Yeah. So maybe you can go ahead and then do a recording and then send it to Tony. Thank you.
Sorry, everyone, for the hiccups. Yeah, but a very warm welcome to the workshop, and I feel very honored and delighted to have the opportunity to be here with you to share my thoughts on a very interesting and timely topic. As Tony mentioned, technology and digital transformation have profound impacts on the teaching and learning of our students across all education sector, from school, vocational education, and university. But outside the traditional context of teaching and learning, technology and digital transformation also have significant impacts on student mobility and the delivery of virtual learning across border. So we can see that with COVID-19 that facilitated the transition into online and blended learning, there has been a significant growing number of virtual classrooms across borders. And the traditional physical mobility of students has also shifted toward virtual mobility, and internationalization that often relies on physical mobility of student and staff member are now also shifted to virtual mobility of staff and student, or we can call it internationalization at a distance. So the shift from physical mobility and physical internationalization to internationalization at a distance. And at the same time, we have seen a significant number of online micro-credentials that have been delivered for free across the world. So we have seen students from developing countries like many countries in the ASEAN area, and students from more disadvantaged background or students with fewer opportunities now have the access to micro-credential and virtual classrooms offered by high-profile university, including University of Oxford, Harvard University, or University of Melbourne. So that a very positive movement as a result of the development of technology and online learning. Another phenomenon that I would like to highlight is virtual internship. Now, more than ever before, that we have seen students who stay in one country would have access to virtual internship in another country. For instance, at Deakin, my university, we have students who study nursing and healthcare, who have access to operation theater in Delhi, India, to observe and learn from how doctors and nurses in a hospital in Delhi perform operation on patient and learn about cross-cultural disciplinary knowledge, and that would have been impossible before, and that gives students with disability and students with carer responsibility, or students who don't have the opportunity to physically cross border to learn, now have the opportunity to do practicum and to do internship. And so that gives opportunity for students. And the third phenomenon I would like to highlight outside the classroom is international cooperative online learning. So I think that project has been quite popular and a high-profile project run by Fusion University and Liverpool Moore University and other university that gives students the exposure to international experiences, where students have the opportunity to draw on online platform to learn together without the need to travel. And for instance, students who study business would develop a marketing plan together. Fusion University and Liverpool Moore University student would developing a marketing plan to promote rice product in Laos, for instance. So that facilitate borderless collaboration without physical mobility. And again, it gives the opportunity for students with fewer opportunities. And that is the benefit of the development of technology and online learning. So I think I should stop here, but of course, there are a range of factors that hinder the development of student mobility and cross-border learning, as well as mobility of knowledge and ideas, but maybe I'll share it at another chance. Thank you.
Very interesting. So we've got elements or strategies of scale up around micro experiences or credentialing, virtual internships, and collaborative online international learning, all of which can be scaled up. Certainly micro experiences can be scaled up very, very easily. So thank you, Professor Tran from Australia.